would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Temple Owls offense will take the field first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Simon. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So Maryland's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll run it again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They won't have time to run another play. Take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's caught. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's got his man. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to pass. It's Simon. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Fleming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Terrapins are in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they're able to make the tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Chase. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Dropping back, it's Simon. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Give to the back. Running to Green. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Simon. That's reeled in, it's Bermudez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Chase. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Clark. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
First down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. It's Simon. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The clock is just inside, 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right